To start my experiment, I poured some tap water into a plastic tray and start to create my first partner using China ink and acrylic ink, and everything was going okay. Even if some ink went down to the bottom of the water, but then I decided to stir the ink, and I think this made the ink go even more down. So I kind of lost the partner that I had created. Even so, I decided to keep going and created another partner using again the same China and acrylic ink, but this time I used a sheet of tracing paper, and you see that the result was not good also. I wanted to keep using the same water because I had also another kind of paper to experiment. So the first one was a mixed media paper, the second one was a tracing paper, and this last one was a coffee filter, and it seemed that it worked better than the other ones. But then I decided to use another kind of ink. These are dry inks that I had in black and brown, and I changed the water to start create new partners. But these inks didn't spread out as easily as the first ones, so I kept trying to create a partner, but since the brown color was very light on the water, it was difficult to see the pattern that was being formed. Anyway, I decided to print the pattern on the coffee filter because it was the paper that worked better in the first trial. But unfortunately, as soon as I lifted the paper, I immediately saw that the print hadn't worked well. So I decided to go for another experiment, another combination of acrylic ink and a dispersant made using water and dish soap, and I started create the partner, and it seemed that the combination of these two materials they worked better than the other two, in the especially this ink. It is a Amsterdam acrylic ink. It seemed to work pretty well, and it was easy to see because of the contrast of the color. It was easy to see the partner that was being created, and the print in the mixed media paper went very well. I kept using the same water and then tried to create another partner in the left corner. It was more difficult to see the partner with the dirty water, but even so it was easier than when using the other two kinds of inks. So I printed the pattern on the coffee filter, and it went also well. And my last trial was to print with this combination of ink and dispersant on the I guess it was the tracing paper. Yeah, it was the tracing paper. You see that the pattern was very nice, but then the print on the tracing paper not so good. So this is the final results of my prints after the papers had dried. I will show you each of them, and let's start with the papers for the first trial. And this one I used black china ink and green acrylic ink, and I think the best result was in this mixed media paper. You see that the colors are not that strong and that are kind of blurred, even more in the tracing paper. And here the black ink is all over the place. And in the coffee filter, that was the one that seems to have a better print when I lifted from the water. Here you almost don't see the partner. Yeah, quack, 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 quack. So this was the worst result. We practically don't see anything. It was the one using the two drawing inks, the black and the brown. I can see only very light impressions of the brown ink, nothing from the black, maybe here. So drawing seemed not to work for this technique. And then the final trial was using the Amsterdam acrylic ink, and in the coffee filter you see that I got the partner printed very well, although the color is not that strong. I guess if I use the alum, this will work very well. You can see better the partner here in the mixed media paper, but again, nothing has strong bold color as the ones you can see in the Auria's video. And the final one is the tracing paper. I guess the tracing paper was the worst paper for me. I don't know if it's the kind of tracing paper. I will try to experiment with other brands. But yeah, these are the results of my first experimentation. I guess it is nice not only to show things that went well, but also the difficulties and the struggles with experimenting new techniques. I hope you have learned at least what not to do with this video, and I hope to share with you soon another trial where I will get better results. See you in the next video. Bye.